Hi Sumates, welcome to day one of our 7-day sewing challenge. So today we'll be looking at how to cut and sew a hair bonnet. So we'll be making use of these two fabric. This is Chantilly lace and then this is a doll face. So let's get right into the video.
This was the result of what I got after I was done sewing. So let's get right into the video properly. So first thing we'll need to be doing is we'll be working with the doll face. So let's go ahead and fold it to the desired length we want. So for this we'll be making use of 14 inches for the fold. So I'm just trying to adjust the fabric properly. So in this part I've already adjusted the fabric in order for us not to waste time. So I've folded it into two like so. That is to say we'll be making two bonnets from this. So this thing I'm doing right now is I am marking 14 inches all the way round. So once I'm done marking it, we'll go ahead to pin it and then we'll cut it out. So let's secure it with our pin and then cut it out. So guys, after cutting it, next thing we'll be doing is we'll place it on the other end and then cut exact same thing. We don't have to be marking there again. So let's go ahead and cut this and we'll move to the next step. So after cutting, we'll be cutting exact same thing on the net. So when I'm done, we'll see it. So after cutting it, this is what we have. That is to say we have 2 picks each for what we'll be making use of. So let's go ahead and open it and then start the stitching properly. So once you open it, you make sure the right side is facing the right side of each other. That is right side of the face to the right side of the net. So let's cover it just as I've explained. Can you see? So now after covering it, next thing is for us to pin it down properly and then sew it round with 1/2 inch, then leaving a small space in order for us to open it. So this is me on the sewing machine trying to couple it together, then we can be able to turn it up. So after sewing it, let's go ahead and turn it together. So I left like about 1 inch for us to use and turn it properly. So after turning it, can you see this is what we have? So anything I do to one bonnet, I'll do to the second bonnet so that it won't waste our time. I get. So now next thing for us to do is for us to go and iron it properly. Can you see the difference? It's properly ironed now. So now next thing now we are going to be marking where we'll be creating our channel. So for this particular video I'll be making use of 1.5 inches, that is 1.5 inches. So what I'll be doing is I'll mark 1.5 inches just as you can see me marking. I'll mark it all the way around. I'll mark it on both bonnet, then I'll go to the sewing machine and sew it. So let's go ahead and sew it. Can you see the way I'm sewing it? So I'll be sewing it in 2 different form. That is, after sewing the first one, I'll sew the second one in order for a channel to be well created. I believe you see what I'm trying to say. Now next thing for us to do is for us to insert our elastic. So the elastic I'll be using is around 19 inches. So can you see? Sorry, it's not really showing that way. It's around 19 inches. So I'm just trying to like cut out the excess that is left. So after cutting that excess, next thing is for us to use our safety pin, then we pass it through the channel we created using that 1.5 inches opening we did earlier while we were sewing. So this is me using the safety pin to pass it through the channel. So I'll be making use of this face, that is using the part that has a lace so that I can see it properly. So let's fasten it and pass it through all around. So once we are done passing it, next thing for us to do is to bring the 2 ends of the elastic and then stitch it together properly. So let's keep passing. So guys, after passing it, can you see what we have? So we just go to the sewing machine and then stitch it properly very well. Some people can tie it, anyone that is very okay for you, but me, I would love to stitch it so that my mind is rest assured, because sometimes you may tie it and at the end of the day it loose. So let's stitch it and then we'll continue. So guys, after stitching it, let's cut out the excess thread and then try to adjust the whole thing inside properly. So this is me trying to adjust it. Can you see our bonnet is already looking so fine? So next thing we'll be doing, we'll just go ahead to close out the 1.5 inches we left, and that is all for this tutorial. So if you have any question, drop it in the comment section and see you in day 2. Bye.